没事儿。
Hello everyone, thank you for joining the 134th online cancer fair and welcome to CBA's Automotive Live Streaming. This is Andy, the sales manager of Precision Tube Division.
Hello everyone, this is Jenny, Key Account Manager of Fastener Business. Nice to meet you here.
First, I'll give a short presentation of CBA's Automotive. CBA's is an ITF certified company who have managed its business in auto industry for over 10 years. Currently, we focus on two product series, steel tube and fasteners. Let's see our company video first.
All tubes lead to speed and passion. Seabuys Automotive, China's professional auto parts supplier. Seabuys, established in 2017, is a professional automotive steel tube supplier. Since its establishment, Seabuys has been adhering to the company tenet of integrity first and excellent quality. And Seabuys has built a professional customer service team and production team. Seabuys produces steel tubing for side door impact beams, cross-car beams, seat frames, shock absorbers, exhaust systems, trunk hinges, etc. Our customers include premium brands like General Motors, Volkswagen, BMW, Hyundai, Chevrolet, and also Chinese brands FAW, Great Wall, Geely, and Chang'an. We strictly control the whole process from raw material procurement to logistics. Our raw material is purchased from large steel mills, such as Bio Steel, POSCO, Shougang, etc., and inspection is needed before being put into storage. Seabuys introduces an advanced KIM production line and implements the IATF 16949 quality management system to ensure each process is controllable and quality is stable. We inspect and test the product's key characteristics, such as the mechanical property, chemical composition, and dimensions. We design the packaging according to packing requirements to ensure our products are protected well during transportation and make the loading and discharging easier. Seabuys has its own logistics department and freight forwarder, which creates cost efficiency in intercontinental shipping as well as in local customs clearance, warehousing, and road transportation services. We take care of the last mile logistics and invoice on a DDP basis and also provide 3PL or third-party logistics services. Seabuys continuously optimizes our internal workflow and has obtained certificates of ISO 9001 and IATF 16949. Looking forward to the future, Seabuys has high aspirations. Facing the new market requirement, Seabuys are continuously improving quality and efficiency. Seabuys strive to build the company into an advanced management, leading technology, outstanding brand of China's first-class international standard industry benchmark. Seabuys Automotive, China's professional auto parts supplier.
Okay, we can see almost all process is handled in-house, right?
Yes, even for tooling design, we make tooling safely ourselves, then also the manufacture work to professional tool making factory. Then first I'll show you some tube products, and Jenny will share some news of our fastener business. Let's see the product list. There are side door beam, C-tube, and cross-car beam tube. Let's start from the side door beam tube. Check out this sample of the side door beam. The main tube is from Seabuys, and the customer will weld the stamping parts onto the main tube. After that, it will be welded onto the side door. That's in the picture. See onto the front door and the rear door. If you notice that we make holes on the stamping parts, this is for bolting connection, one of the connection solution. The other idea is welding. In that case, we don't need the stamping parts. We weld the steel tube onto the side door directly. So in order to provide enough protection to passengers in the car, it requires the tube to be very strong.
Okay, then I guess I'm sure people will be curious about how the high-strength tube is produced.
Yes, there are three key factors.
Mhm.
The first is material. The second is welding process. The third is heat treatment. Let's start from material. When it comes to material, Jenny, could you tell me some steel mill in China?
Sure, some large steel mill like Bao Steel, Shougang, Ansteel, and Masteel.
Yes, great. Our building materials from Boston BR1500HS, one of the high-strength steel for auto industry, which is widely used on the cars, like the A-pillar, B-pillar, and the front and rear bumper, or also the side door. The yield strength of the steel strip could be more than 350 milliPascal, and the tensile strength will be more than 450 milliPascal. Then the steel strip will be rolled into tube on the forming line. After that is the welding on the high-frequency welding line. The welding quality is a key point. Our experienced engineer will design correct welding parameter for the welding process. They include the welding speed and welding current. After welding, we make tests to confirm if the welding performance meets our requirement. They include flaring test and flattening test. That's an example of the flaring test. We use the tool to enlarge the outer diameter of the tubes. And then we'll check if there is crack on the welding joint area, both inside and outside. And we see that there is no crack on the welding joint area. We say that the welding performance is good. Okay, then after welding, the tubes will be cut into required length. And next is the heat treatment. The heat treatment includes quenching treatment and the tempering heat treatment. The quenching treatment increases the yield strength and tensile strength of the tube. And the tempering heat treatment will eliminate the internal stress of the tube and will also increase the elongation of the tube. After heat treatment, the tubes of the yield strength could reach to 1200 milliPascal, and the tensile strength could be more than 1500 milliPascal. Elongation would be more than 8%. That's in the video of manufacture and test.
Okay, we believe our quality management system and advanced equipment can ensure the quality of our product. The next is logistics. Shall we see some pictures of our export packing?
Yes, let's check out these pictures. After the heat treatment, the tubes will be coated with an anti-rust oil, which can protect the tubes from rust, and then will be put into the wooden case. The inner material of the wooden case is PVC bag, which can protect the tubes from rust and water. And after that, the wooden case will load into the container. And we see that it is suitable for the shipment by sea. And also, it can be stored in the warehouse for a very long time.
That's great.
I would say that we have integrated capability for the door beam product, from material purchasing to the whole manufacture process and also the logistics. So we do believe that we are a good choice for your door beam product. Please contact us if you have similar demand. This is my WeChat QR code, and then this is the telephone and also the WhatsApp account. You can also send the detailed RFQ information to my email. Okay, that's all for the door beam. Let's go to next product. The seat tube. And this is the drawing of the seat frame. Let's say this is the rust tube, and here, this area, the seat back, which includes the horizontal and vertical tubes. Also here, we see this is a square tube, which is used for the seat slide and seat cushion.
Okay, we can see the tubes are used in different positions, which means they are in different shapes. So could you please introduce the general machining of the seat tubes?
Okay. Normally, there are three kinds of general machining for the tubes. The first is straight tube. Let's see some samples. Round tube and rectangle tube. There are also some stamped shapes on the tubes for the holes, for the drilling holes and laser cutting holes on the tubes. The next series is the bending tube. Tube bending, made by bending machine for the seat frame. Next kind is the welding process. We use welding to connect different parts together. The first kind is, let's say, weld the wire onto the tube. And next one, we use welding process to connect different parts, the tubes and plate, we connected together. Our capability covers not only these kinds of machining process, but also a large range of material from low stress to high stress, like the yield stress from 200 million Pascal to 900 million Pascal. Both hot rolled and cold rolled tubes are available. Then next go to next product is the CCB. There are normally three designs of the CCB. One of them is the straight tube design. The other is the banded tube design. Last is the two tubes welded design.
Okay, let's start from the straight tube design. It seems simpler than the other two designs.
Yes, that's an example of the straight tube design. Here it looks very simple and has a lot of advantage. The first is the water diameter of the straight tube is not easy to control, and it has less tendency to deform when welding other parts onto the straight tube. Then it can effectively prevent the deformation of the front structure in front clearance.
Okay, then I guess the straight tube design is a widely used design.
Correct. Only when it is hard to arrange the evaporator, we use the binding tube design.
Okay, so what's the bending tube design looks like?
Check out the sample of the binding tube design. It is made from one whole tube and bending on the dedicated machine. Now see the band shape is a little complex, and this direction and that direction. Make this band a dedicated tool. And also there are some laser cutting holes on the CCB. I would say the length of the CCB is quite long because it's for a big SUV model.
Okay, so when it comes to bending, what's the bending minimum bending radius that our equipment can make?
Good question here. The bending radius normally more than 1.5 times of outer diameter, and the tube length between two bending area shall be longer than 1.5 times outer diameter.
Got it. Then how about the laser cutting? We do it in-house, right?
Yes. We have introduced 3 lines of laser cutting line in 2017, which means we have enough open capacity for the laser cutting business in-house.
Okay, next let's learn something about the two-tube welded design.
Yes, let's go ahead. These are the two sides of the two tubes welded design. They are with the different outer diameter. And the connecting area will knock it down to the similar size, so it could be welded together.
So why in some cases we use the welded design? I mean, what's the advantage of the welded design?
Mainly 2 reasons. The first one is compared to the bending tube design, it can save material. And another one is it can increase the layout room in the cars. Okay, that's all 3 designs of the CCB. Normally, outer diameter of the CCB is from 30 to 60, and the packing method is also wooden case. The lead time would be 40 days. So that's all the product from my side. What will you introduce, Jenny, during this live training?
Okay, as mentioned above, we can produce not only precious steel tube but also outer fasteners. Next, let me show you the outer fasteners from CBAS.
Great. First, I would like to know what kind of fasteners to produce.
Okay, we can produce outer nuts, bolts, screws, and other fasteners.
Can you please introduce them for us respectively?
Sure. First, let me introduce the wheel nuts. Look at this. It's a sample for the rear wheel nut. We can see that the product is it has bright surface, and the layer cover is made of stainless steel, which can increase its service life. Compared with the general nuts, our product is safer and not easy to soften and fall off at high speed.
Yes, the safety is the top priority for auto pass.
Yeah, and the gasket and nut are tightly pressed integrally and won't fall off at high speed. And the surface of the product is coated with zinc nickel alloy, and the salt spray test should reach 720 hours. The surface of the crystal should be smooth and clean without damage. The surface of the thread should be complete, no defects and no rust marks.
Great. So what are they useful for?
It can used for not only used for bus but also used for all trucks because we can customize the specification according to your requirement.
Got it.
The second product is the wheel bolt. It is used for the passenger car, and the material of the product is carbon steel 40 color. The grade is 12.9. You know it is in high quality, and the surface treatment of the product is black oxide, so the color is black.
Okay.
The next product is the screw. The material of the product is 18-8 stainless steel, which is also called the 304 stainless steel. And if you can give us drawings, we can customize according to your requirements.
Great. Then how do you guarantee the quality?
And firstly, we can provide the certificates from the third party, such as ISO and ITF. Secondly, we have a complete set of inspection system, and every process will be checked by our quality control team. And we can also provide the inspection report.
Okay. Then as we know that some customer will request a PPAP and MDS documentation, so can we support this?
Sure, we will submit the documentations in about 2 weeks.
What is the delivery time for the parts?
If we have stock, we will arrange it in about a week. Otherwise, it will take about 40 to 60 days.
How about the package?
We pack the product in different ways. Now let me show you some packing pictures. First, for the wheel nuts, we pack them in the plastic bag and put them in the carton box. For the wheel bolt, we pack them single product in the single poly bag and 300 pieces in a carton box. For the screw, we pack them 3,000 pieces in the carton box, and the outer wooden bracket will be reinforced to make sure the safety of the cargo transportation. And we can also make a corresponding packing plan according to our requirement.
That's great. So do you have any discount?
Of course, we will give you a personal discount on this counter fire.
Wow, that's a great discount.
Yeah.
So that's all products from us during this live streaming. So if you have any demand on these products, please contact us.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye bye.